Hello and welcome to today's Capping Corner. We're going to talk about the Rebel Stakes, and it's on Saturday. It's part of the Derby Trail. It only has 8 horses. What do you think? Is there going to be other speed to pressure Caddo River in this race?
Yes, I think Caddo River is going to win this race, mainly because there are a lot of horses that I think would be a bit short for this race. Caddo River has been working steadily after his romp in the Smarty Jones. I know he beat a weak field. He beat Cowan by 10 lengths, but he looked really impressive that day. Cowan, then he shipped to Saudi Arabia and was second after he missed the break. And well, he was second in the Saudi Derby. At least Caddo River has the speed. I would like Caddo River probably not on the rail, but I think he's going to be sent and guard this field. There are some horses that with some talent, but I think they're going to be a bit short this time, like Get Her Number, Keep Me in Mind, probably Super Stock.
Aren't you worried that Hosier and Get Her Number might try to get in a speed duel with Caddo River?
No, I think Get Her Number will this time will stop the pace. He would not be too aggressive.
Okay, let's talk about Concert Tour, who won the San Vicente Stakes at Santa Anita. Concert Tour is 2-2, and he's very hyped as an undefeated backfoot horse. He only won the San Vicente by half a length, though, over Freedom Fighter, and Freedom Fighter did not run well in the Gotham Stakes at Aqueduct. So, what do you think of Concert Tour?
I think Concert Tour would do better in road races. I don't think he can beat Caddo River. I think he's not the top horse for Buffett, but well, I think he's going to run well. Probably he could be second or third in this race. Buffer usually does very well at Oaklawn Park, so I respect the horse, but I think Caddo River has the first choice.
Let's talk about Keep Me in Mind, who was 4-1 on the morning line, and he was third in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile before winning the Kentucky Jockey Club. And this is a late closer, so that's one strike against him. I don't really like late closers like him. And besides that, I'm not sure he's too fast. He only won the Kentucky Jockey Club by 3/4 of a length over Smiley Sabatka. What do you think of Keep Me in Mind?
Yes, the Kentucky Jockey Club indeed wasn't a key race because he beat that day Smelly Sabotka, he beat King Fury and another horse, King Fury, Smelly Sabotka, and well, I can't remember the other horses, but that wasn't a key race. Sitting on Go ran that race also. But he was third in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile after a slow start. I think the horse in this race, I think he could hit the board because he could pass some tired horses. He could be a bit short this time. If you note, he missed some workouts because the weather conditions at Oaklawn Park. So I expect he's going to probably close a bit and use this race just as a prep for the Arkansas Derby or the Bluegrass Stakes. I don't know.
Yeah, he was supposed to run in the Southwest Stakes, but that kept getting pushed back, and he didn't have enough training. He didn't have training time because of the snow. I would expect that he runs second, third, or fourth. Let's talk about Superstock on the outside. He was second in the Street Scent Stakes last October. He was third in the Breeders' Fraternity, about 1.5 lengths behind Keep Me in Mind in second, back at Keeneland in early October. I guess this is a consistent horse. My problem is I'm not sure he's that fast either. I mean, King Fury beat him, and I'm not sure King Fury has any talent. And another problem is he only has one win in 6 starts. But what do you think? Is Superstock a different horse this year?
We don't know, but the horse is working. At least he has some fast workouts for this race. He was really consistent last year, and who knows, he could grow up and really develop at 3 years old. Let's see. I would like to see him in this race.
Yeah, I think you could toss him underneath in exactas or trifectas, but I'm not going to pick him to win. How about get your number or get her number? Sorry, I might have been saying get your number. This is a Grade 1 winner. He won the American Pharoah Stakes at Santa Anita by 3/4 of a length over Rombauer with Spielberg in third. I have no idea what to expect from him. We haven't seen him since September, so it's the same story as with Superstock. I don't know what level get her number is at. What do you think?
Yes, we don't know. It is a 5-month layoff. It seems they took some time with this horse. Indeed, in fact, they didn't try the BC Juvenile. He skipped that race and gave the horse a break but it was too much, 5 months layoff. The horse has been training continuously. It seems he's in form, but we don't know. I think, okay, he beat Rombauer, Spielberg, but Spielberg wasn't in really good form in that day. I think the horse this time is going to try to stop the pace and use this race also as a prep. He could run the Arkansas or Bluegrass Stakes to try to qualify to the Kentucky Derby. But not in this race. I think this race it would be on just merely a prep.
I don't know if he could stalk. I mean, in his 3 starts, he's either set the pace or he's been a presser. But we'll see. I see most Peter Miller horses as speed horses.
Big Lake has 2 wins in a row in fairgrounds. This is a big move up in class.
I don't like the way he finished that fairgrounds race on February 13. He had a 6-length lead at one point, and he only won by half a length.
Yes, the feature was closing really well that day.
And besides that, he gets Lasix off, which is another concern. Even though it's Steve Asmussen, I can't use Big Lake. And Twilight Blue was the winner of an optional claiming race on this course, or an allowance race, sorry. But the third place finisher, Woodhouse, he was okay in the Southwest Stakes, but he didn't really threaten the leaders. So I don't think it was that strong of a race. What do you think?
Yes, I agree with you. This horse would be overmatched in this spot. He has been facing weaker horses, and this is a massive step up in class.
All right. Well, like I said, I'm just going to pick Caddo River and Concert Tour, but I question whether this is really a bettable race. I think if you're betting to pick 4 or pick 5, you have to use both of those horses, but I wouldn't do a win or place wager on this race. I think there's no value in it. So I would look for other races on the card. I don't think the Rebel Stakes is a great race to bet. What do you think?
Yes, I think this is not a race to look for a long shot. The top 2 contenders are really strong. So my top choice, Caddo River, and Concert Tour, my second choice, but he could beat Caddo River probably. And my third choice is Superstock because he has been training really well for the race, and I think probably he could be another horse at 3.
Do you think there's any chance the pace collapses and maybe a closer like Keep Me in Mind picks them all off?
No, I think keeping in mind he could close a bit and pick probably a 3rd place or 4th place, and he would be really in top form in his next race.
Well, we'll see how wrong we are after the races this weekend, and maybe we'll see you next week. I don't know what's going on next week. We'll find out.
Well, see you next week.
All right, see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.